Roze. Yeah. First of all, I like to say stuff how they feel. It's so obvious these stuffs ain't real. It's all about the bucks, dollar bills, and they'll do anything for that rush unreal. It's just a facade, nigga, believe me. What's real in reality TV? I can't watch what they feed me. I'd rather look in the mirror, homie, and see.
Tequilla Roze.
She said some black to feed most images.
Where did she go? This is Big DJ Head. Big. I'm sorry.
You got a question?
And I'm looking for Brent, and Big's not here yet, so then we'll get started.
I know. Let's go. LATalkLife.com. We're keeping real because of Big. We got a special guest right here, straight to Philly on the yellow mic.
Let's do.
Let's go. I tried to spit it out. Anyway, what's going on?
I mean, you know, like I said, I'm just on this campaign trying to inspire, you know what I mean? This whole self thing.
Take us on the campaign.
Take it to the campaign?
Yes,
well,
like picture.
You know, started way back, maybe 05, something around there. Was dealing with some record labels, going back and forth here and there, and dealing with some people, big names. Stevie Wonder was doing our thing, you know. It was basically out there with my boys. We was living that fast life, doing a drug dealing on the side and doing all that stuff, and top of the world. Right.
It always starts out that way,
so,
right?
Yeah, top of the world. Fast forward up, lose everything. Yeah. Homies is locked up. Record deal didn't come through. Then they're homeless. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn. I realized through that moment there that I was relying on a lot of people, and I didn't have myself right. You know what I mean? Right. So God took everything away from me real quick. Left the music game alone, like I'm done. I don't even want to do it no more, you know? But through the course of time, kind of stepped back to it. Had certain people that inspired me to get back. Just, you know, I seen the game change too. Even with the internet and the whole nine, it was kind of like, okay. So I jumped back into it, man, and I just wanted to put something out that just didn't, I wanted to have something that was a little more bigger than me, like, oh, I'm the illest MC, and blah, blah. I was like, man, because I know what I've been through, and I'm like, I'm looking at these youngsters who just striving to get there, going hard like slaves to the idea. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that was me, but that killed me. So I was like, yo, you know, to just love yourself, to who you are, to be happy in yourself, to have no expectations of, oh, I gotta be here, that's success, and this and that. No, just within yourself, progression, just whatever you at, you know? Yes. And I wanted to make an album that basically spoke on that all times, you know what I mean, and touch others. And ever since I did it, it was like the higher power started working for me. Just things that I couldn't see happening, and, you know, and it's making that little move. Yeah, the blessings. So
it's like a testimony. I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah. It's like a straight testimony.
Basically. Yeah, and I mean, you know, and if you look at the album, I called it S.e.l.f. and I also called the problem and the answer.
I was just about to ask you about the
problem and the answer.
So you talk about it, what you went through, and then you talked about how you fixed it. So I think that's dope.
I realized I was a problem for a minute. Realized that I was the answer. You know what I mean? So
only so. So on this album, do you have any? Are there any features?
No. Nobody saw me on there.
S.e.l.f.
Yeah,
S.e.l.f. He said S.e.l.f.
Yeah, okay. So I took that literally, you know what I mean? And printed it up, printed it and did it, put it out.
Letter in it.
Stop that.
So what's the next move on this campaign?
Next move. I mean, you know, I'm keeping it real small right now within where my community's at, and I want to hit a couple more schools. Just really trying to get these schools popping. You know what I mean? It's the kids love hip hop there, and it's like you can get them words out. So I really want to keep doing that. We was thinking about doing some commercials, you know, because this is a clothing line.
I've seen it. I want one.
Yeah, definitely.
You can catch that at a pharmacy.
At Pharmacy Boy Shop, they have one. There's two out there in the AV. They have one out here off of Hollywood Boulevard, if I'm not mistaken. They've been moving. They've been getting some spots. So, you know, it started there. And we're just going to keep doing that. Make sure these kids rock it, get the point. Writing a book.
Writing a book.
Yeah, the book is almost done.
Nice. It's so fun. I can't help but to, like, I just smile because it's crazy because I've been knowing him, like, forever.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh man, like it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, see what you're doing. So this is like, this is totally awesome. So let's talk about what you want to do for the community in the schools. what's the plan? Like, what have you been doing so far?
Well, you know, as soon as we got it going, you know, I hooked up with the pharmacy board shop, and they said, man, we like the idea. I was making a little name, a little buzz out there, so they said, we like this, man. I said, well, I want to make some shirts, you know, and I'm like, they like, yo, you know what, we can talk now. You know, we could talk, maybe some money now, you know, we could talk money. So let's do it. We put, you know, a little consignment deal. I put the shirts up in the store, let everybody know Facebook, blah, blah, we in the store, blah, blah. Sold out like a matter of weeks, just quick. It was like, right. Because I wasn't like, you know, I'm just trying to test it. I ain't about to put all my money, invest all like that. Let's see if it works. It jumped. So now I'm like, oh, okay, we gotta react, get back in there. And from there, it was just like pressure was a good thing. I needed it. It made me run faster. Like, okay, I gotta keep up with this. And even, you know, just keeping up with how retail work and clothing. You know, and I knew, I said, okay, well, this clothing thing jumping a little easier, a little faster. You know, kids still be into that. They might not even know what they rocking just yet.
Right.
You know, they just, that new s.e.l.f. thing hard, whatever that's about to them, you know. And so I knew that. And I was like, okay, but we're going to let that, sooner or later, bring it back to the purpose, what this really is.
Right.
I knew I couldn't come out off the jump and just write a book. Kids ain't trying to
read.
Read.
Trying
to read, right?
Well, now the Kindle is out.
But now
they read now.
They like, oh, well, hold up, you know, I'm wearing that shirt. Yeah, that's that dude here. Oh, okay, I got that shirt. Oh, yeah, I got that album. Oh, it's the book. What was he really on? And it might open them up, you know what I mean? Because that's all I hope, you know. Because when I was younger, that's what helped me, man. First books I started reading, I was like, okay, like damn, all this time, you know, you going hard. Cats, you know, I think sometimes they be looking at these rappers and think these rappers is all just rap. Smoke drain this. Nah, it's cool. These cats they cold with their mind. You know what
right.
Yeah, they don't hate Roze. Yeah, they don't hate First of all, I like to say stuff how they feel. It's so obvious.